Imagine your manager asks, can you tell me who manages each product category? Your sale data contains only category column, but the manager names are stored in another sheet. As you can see here, right? So I have a sheet here, another, in which for each of this category, the manager name is there, right? So now, but the manager, now would you copy paste the manager name into thousands of rows? Definitely not. As a data analyst, you should know how to retrieve the information from the table, another table automatically. That's why we have VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, right? In today's lecture, we'll learn these two functions that help combine data quickly and accurately. Right. So welcome back to the course. In the previous lectures, we have learned formulas, conditional functions. Today we'll learn two lookup functions that help us fetch data from another table. So let's start with the VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. It searches for a value in the first column of a table and returns the information from the another column in the same row. Now suppose we have our data set which has categories furniture, three categories furniture, technology, office supplies. Now create another sheet. We have there is no need to create. We already have the sheet where three of the manager names are being assigned. Now instead of typing the manager name manually to every order, we'll use VLOOKUP. Okay, so I've already in the order sheet I've already created a new column where the name is manager, right? Where the field manager is there, I have to put the name in there, right? So instead of manually typing, we'll be using lookup function. So each of function use equals to, starts with the equals to, we have a name VLOOKUP, vertical lookup, which has four fields. First field, the value I'm looking for. Okay, so it is what? It is vertical lookup. What does it mean? It means it search a value for a value in the first column of the table and returns the information from the another column. So if I want to look for a value, I want to look for the value of technology, and so from where it will look from this table, right? So it will match it with the first column of table and return the information from the another column. So column number 1, column number 2. Perfect. So there are four fields which are there. First field says in the VLOOKUP that the value you are looking for, right? I'll say I'm looking for the value. Okay, so VLOOKUP, the first value I'm looking for is this cell, which is O2, right? Wherever the value is O2, O3, O4, O5, all these values are present. I am looking for the manager name of technology category. Now from where I need to look, as the table I have to give, right? Second parameter we have to pass in this function. So first parameter is the value which I'm looking for. I'm looking for the name of the manager belongs to technology category, which is present where in the second table, right? So this is first value parameter I have to give. Second is the table from where it need to look for the value, and the table is this. Okay, so wherever you want to match, you have to start it from the same. Like for example, if consider that if I would be having lookup function, yeah, if I would be having another column here, right? So let's suppose if I would be having another column here, serial number, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, no problem with that. So what I'll do equals to VLOOKUP, right? I'm looking for this value, comma, in which table? In this particular table, but I'll select it from here only, right? Why? Because the value with which I am going to match is the category, right? So I need not to start it. That's why VLOOKUP is mentioned in the definition. It looks for the column in the first column in the table, right? So I'm looking for the value of category in this table. So I need to select the table only starting with the category, right? If I'll do this, then there will be an error in the function, right? So it's like this. This is the entire table. Okay. Third parameter. The third parameter is the column index. The values which I am looking for. I'm looking for the value of manager, right? So in this table, a table has two columns, 1, 2. So column number 2 belongs to manager, right? Comma, and two options are there, false or true. That means, am I looking for exact match or am I looking for the words can, or the alphabets which can contain also, right? Not exact match. If I'm looking for not exact match, I'll write here true. Okay. If I'm looking for exact match, I'll write here false. Hit enter. You see, I got Rahul here, right? And I'll just double click on the corner of this. I'll hit OK. And you see automatically it fills the value. Office supplies belongs to Priya and furniture belongs to Aman, right? Okay. You can clearly see that furniture belongs to Aman and technology belongs to Rahul. So this is where we can combine tables also, right? You remember the first thing that we say in the process of data analysis, that it collects the information and processing, where in the data processing where we have to combine from the multiple sources, right? So this can also help us. Second thing is which I want to clear here is HLOOKUP, horizontal lookup now, right? Okay, it's not column wise, it's row wise. Perfect. So let's suppose here what we need to do here, the sales data is given to us for January, February, March, right? Now with the help of HLOOKUP, I want to retrieve that how much sale is being done in February. Okay, because it has to search February. Don't previously we were searching in this direction, column wise we were searching. I'm searching for the value of technology, office supplies, this, right, in this table. Okay, column wise. Now I want to search for the sale of February, and that is present in the row wise. So this is why I am going to apply HLOOKUP, right? So equals to, right, HLOOKUP. I'm looking for horizontal lookup. I'm looking for the value, horizontal value, right? Okay. So which value I'm looking for? I'm looking for the value of February, right? Okay. Now I need to select the table. This is my entire table now, comma, right? Now it is not column index, it is row index, right? At which row it is present. Okay. This is what we have to give, right? So this is the values I'm looking for is present in second row, comma, and what we want exact match, so I have to write here false. Okay, so 4 values. You see here the sales in February is 6200, right, that we got. If you want to look for January, equals to HLOOKUP. I'm looking for the value of January in which table? In this entire table. I wanted to search row wise. I wanted to search row wise, right? Okay. Once I find the value of February, January or March, then only I'll be able to return in from the second row, right? Perfect. And I'm looking to get it exactly false, right? Okay. This is how we apply. I hope that it is fine. Similarly, if I would be having, let's suppose I would be having here category, right? Let's suppose technology is here. Okay. Let's suppose I'll have 2 other categories if I put over there, and I'll just write some random data. Okay, random. I also can generate a random number. This is another function that we have. Let's suppose I want to generate some values between 5,000 to 10,000, right? Okay, so I want to fill here also. Let me just randomly generate some data, right? Let me drag here, copy. And I am going to paste special values, right? Because if any times I'll do any change in the sheet, this random function will work, right? I do not want that. Okay. So now let's suppose I want to find that values of sales, sale of February sale for office supplies category, right? Okay. Now see here very clearly, equals to, I'll apply HLOOKUP only, right? Because office supplies, I'm looking for the sale of February for office supplies, right? I'm looking for February, which is row wise. Okay, so I am looking for the value of February. Okay, February, comma, which table? This entire table, comma, which value I am looking for in second row, office supplies February, right? So office supply present in second row. Okay, sorry, it's third row, right? First row is column January, February, March. Second for technology, third for office supplies, comma. I'm looking for exact match, right? Hit enter and you see in February, Office Supplies has done a sale of 9763, right? Horizontal lookup. Okay. So I hope that you are clear with both these functions, right? That and how we apply on the real world business data sets. So as you continue learning data analytics, lookup functions will save you countless hours when combining information from multiple tables. In the next lecture, we'll learn pivot tables, one of the most powerful tool for summarizing and analyzing large data sets, because now we have learned how to work with spreadsheets, how to use different functions to clean, manipulate the data, right? And to understand the data, right? To combine the data also, right? So in next lecture, we'll try to work on how we can analyze now, right? How we can summarize, what is descriptive analytics. Okay, so if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to my site. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.